Well, happy Friday morning, Scouters Mountain students and families across the area. As I look outside, it is a rainy Friday morning. Hopefully the rain doesn't last all day and you get a chance to get outside after your distance learning is done. Welcome to the Morning Messages Friday edition on this Friday, September 25th, 2020. I know this is a big day for some of our students. It's their birthday today. We'll get to that a little bit later on. Also, a big day coming up 1 week from now. We'll talk about that next Friday. I'm going to try to do a school assembly over the computer. I think we can pull it off. I think we can do it. But that's the case right now. Friday, September 25th. Mr. Long, what do we need to know today? Well, it's kind of the same thing I've been telling you all throughout the week. You are doing a great job logging in at different times throughout the day. I know for some of you, that's tricky. You log in every day at 9 o'clock for your morning meeting. And then some of you stick around online. Some of you go off for a little while, do a movement break, then come back at a certain time. I would really recommend getting an alarm or a stopwatch or some kind of timer so you know when to go back on. I was just visiting a student's home because we were worried that they weren't getting online at the same time and they're having a tough time keeping track of the time. So we got them set up. They watched the little clock on the microwave that they can see out of the corner of their eye. That way they know when to log back in. School officially starts at 9 o'clock every morning, Monday through Friday. All of you know this. You're doing a great job. I have such a fun time popping into your morning meetings every day. You're doing such a great job at that. Remember, though, that you need to log in later on in the day based on your teacher's schedule. Don't forget to log into PE, music, and now counseling Google Classrooms. You can get to those. Now, your PE and music one should start up right away when you log in through ClassLink. Mrs. Bell's counseling Google Classroom, there's a special code for that. Now, I've sent that out before, but if you still can't find it, if you can't get in, please email me or have your family email me so I can get you that special code to log into Mrs. Bell's Google Classroom. There's a lot of fun stuff in there. Did you find it yet? So Mr. Harrison, Mrs. Carter, and Mrs. Bell all have a Google Classroom that you can log into and activities to do. Remember, PE and music, they are graded. They're on your report card. So you got to make sure that you go in there twice a week. And you can set your own schedule. Maybe you want to go to PE on Mondays and Wednesdays and music on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and maybe visit Mrs. Bell on Fridays. However you want to do it. But remember that PE and music, you do get a grade in those. So you want to make sure that you don't ignore those the entire time. And I know lots of you came earlier this week on Monday and Tuesday. Thank goodness we did it on Monday and Tuesday because it's been raining since then to come pick up your supplies. If you didn't get a chance to come in and pick them up, all of you have a supply bag with a math book and some other supplies in them provided by your teacher. You can come anytime during the school day if your family's able to come during the school day between 7:30 and 3:30. I'm here. The office people are here. We're all here waiting to hand over your supplies. And some of you have some leftovers from the spring. You never came and picked up your stuff from your desk when we left in the spring. So you've got a bigger bag of things from there, maybe some old binders and papers and pencils. They're all in there. We kept it for you. So hopefully you can drop by. That applies to next week as well. If you can't come today, come on Monday or sometime next week between 7:30 and 3:30. Of course, if you have any questions, you can always email me. You know how to get a hold of me by now if you've watched these morning messages. There's the email address right there, longc@inclac.k12.or.us. So always love to hear from you, even if it's not a question. Just want to say hi. Some students like to do that. You are welcome to do that. Tell me a story about something that happened at home that made you laugh, a joke that you know. We always love those as well. You can always email me at that email address. I always write back, and I love hearing from all of you. It's always fun to get emails from you. As you know, we've been celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month throughout this month. It's actually September 15th through October 15th. We had a quiz the last time that a lot of you got correct on different countries that are Hispanic, that celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month and that are primarily Spanish speaking. There are 21 of them, and we had some students send in maps and lists of those 21 countries. Today, I want to talk to you about Hispanic Heritage Month dancing. Now, the Hispanic culture, very well known for their dancing, makes me a big fan of them. Now, they perform in celebrations all around the country. Now, two of the most famous kind of dances are salsa dancing. No, not the salsa that you dip your chips into. This is a type of dance. It's a partner dance that originated in Cuba. And then there's flamenco dancing, which I think is really fun to watch. And that's what the lady in the picture is performing there, a flamenco dance where ladies wear long skirts, usually with ruffles. And it came originally from the Middle East, Boys wear more fancy attire, but there's flamenco dancing that takes place, well, more especially during Hispanic Heritage Month, but all year long. I wanted to show you an example of that. Here's one here that I found. Let's watch an example of flamenco dancing, and maybe you can follow along at home. There they are. And you see the boy up in front. Now that looks a lot easier than it really is. There's some footwork to remember, some hand motions to remember. That is flamenco dancing there. So pretty cool as we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month until October 15th. Who is celebrating a birthday this week? Well, that's a good question. A lot of you have already celebrated it, but we actually have 3 or 4, if I remember correctly, today. Now, Rudy from 5th grade had his birthday way back on Monday, so I'm sure he's feeling much older by now. It's Friday of his birthday week. Joseph, also from 5th grade, had his birthday on Monday. Atlee was on Tuesday. Happy birthday to all of them. Akmal was on Tuesday as well from kindergarten. Then we had Madden, who was yesterday. Happy birthday, Madden. Hope you had a great day in 4th grade. And now today, happy birthday, Charlie Dunn, who is in 5th grade. It is his birthday today. Also celebrating a birthday on this Friday, Andre from 5th grade. I don't know if those two are in the same class, but a double birthday in 5th grade. And also Spencer from kindergarten celebrating his birthday, his first birthday as a Scouters Mountain Coyote. Happy birthday to all 3 of those students who celebrate a birthday today. Tomorrow is Zia's birthday from kindergarten, so happy birthday, Zia. Hopefully you got your special prizes in the mail by now that I sent off last week. And Stephanie will celebrate a birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday, Stephanie from 2nd grade. Lots of birthdays this past week. We'll see if we have that many next week on Monday's morning messages. So lots of birthdays, and those 3 today, Charlie, Andre, and Spencer. Happy birthday to all 3 of you celebrating a birthday on this kind of soggy Friday. All right, what was that last daily challenge that I handed out to you? And I said, distance learning, well, it's a lot of sitting. What are you doing to stay active? Send Mr. Long a photo or a video of how you are getting exercise during distance learning. I love these kind because I always get lots of submissions. Let's take a look at what some of your fellow Coyotes sent in to me. There's Kate Jansen, who was walking her dog. I remember when that dog was just a little puppy and would visit Scouters Mountain. Now look how big that dog is. So Kate is there. You can always count on Kate. She is one of our stars of the morning messages, always tunes in and always participates in all the activities. We sure appreciate her. Hope she's having a good 5th grade year so far. There's Genevieve Musel. She walks, not a dog, that's a bunny that she has a leash on. So she's walking her bunny around, and she says she has to carry the bunny every once in a while because it gets tired. Yeah, I bet it would. It has little tiny legs. You can't walk a bunny very far. But there's Genevieve, who, if she keeps active, she takes her bunny for a walk. Ooh, there's Colton from 1st grade, who is jumping on the trampoline with his brother. They're enjoying the trampoline. That's a great way to stay active. My kids at home do that as well. So great job by Colton, another one of our stars of the morning messages who always participates and sends things in. Always appreciate hearing from Colton. There's Imogene Dickey, who is screaming down a path. It looks like at a local park, riding her bike. That's a great way to stay active. I've seen her riding her bike at school before as well, after hours or on the weekend. So great job, Imogene. Now, today, not such a great day, at least right now, to ride a bike. Hopefully it will clear up a little bit later on. Nikhil is doing the same thing from 5th grade, riding his bike in the neighborhood. Great idea, getting some exercise. Great job, Nikhil, out on his bike. That looks like a fancy bike, too. Very fancy. Great job, Nikhil. So what is our challenge for the upcoming few days? Well, here's what I want to see from you guys. I know that a lot of you aren't shy. You've proved it on these morning messages. So in honor of Spanish flamenco dancing, how about you show off your best dance moves to celebrate the weekend? You can send a photo or a video. All right, I want to see these. Now, to give you an example, we did something like this last year, and we did something like this at the very beginning of this year when you sent in videos of you dancing that went on to my video that I started the year with. So let's take a sample of what these look like. In fact, let me get some music for you right here. Here we go right now. There. Okay. And let's take a look at you guys dancing. Here we go, right here. Oh, the Hutchings triplets looking good. I like it. There they are dancing. Let's see who we have here now. Oh, that's the Hutchings again. You guys already went. Let's move it ahead. Who do we have now? Oh, looking good. That's Joran from first grade. Nice moves, Joran. Looking good. I like it. Who's up next? Ah, Addie Lamb showing off the moves. Looking good, Addie Lamb. She lives right down the road here from school. I love it. Who's next on here? Oh, the Ackermans, William and Audrey. Look at those moves out on the back porch. Looking good, guys. And then finally, my favorite one. Watch this. This is Lucas Nicolopoulos. Watch these moves. Apparently, he was in North Carolina on the East Coast. This was in the summertime. Watch these moves. Go, Lucas. Whoa. Into the pool he goes. Great job, everyone. Let me stop that music. So it is a good song. We'll stop that there. Get back to our presentation. Great job, everyone. So I want to see a picture of, or a video of you guys dancing to celebrate the coming of a weekend. You can send me anything like that. You can play music in the background for sure. Always love to receive those. There's the email address right there, longc@nclac.k12.or.us. How do you celebrate? Show me a dance move or two that you have. You don't have to dive into a pool like Lucas, but lots of great moves there by our Scouters Mountain students. Can't wait to see those. All right, time for Name That Scouters Mountain Elementary staff member. Now, here are the clues that we had last time. The classroom was on the first floor. Favorite fast food comes from Jack in the Box. Favorite hobbies include knitting and gardening. Favorite snacks, pumpkin seeds and cashews. Who could this be? Now, I gave you a big hint. All students attend this person's class, and here's the big one. This person can play many different musical instruments. Did you figure out who that was? Of course, the answer was Mrs. Carter, of course, our wonderful music teacher. Mrs. Carter is the answer. There's Mrs. Carter there. And we can get a live look at Mrs. Carter. There she is right there. Looks like she's playing with some puppets and singing along. I don't know if that's a music room or she has a room to teach from home, but make sure you check out Mrs. Carter's Google Classroom. It's now set up for you so you can do those music lessons. There's Mrs. Carter right there. We always love hearing from her. Doing a great job turning off her camera. Bye-bye, Mrs. Carter. But great job, those of you who solved the mystery. We had quite a few of them this time. Look who solved it. Kate Jansen, we saw her earlier in a picture. Genevieve solved it as well, sort of Jordan Kroll. Nice job, Jordan. As did Sari Huang, one of our new students. We're happy that she's a part of our school this year. Colton solved it as well. We saw him earlier on the trampoline. Imogene on her bike, she solved it. And so did Nikhil, who was on his bike as well. So lots of kids solving that mystery staff member. So can those kids solve it again? Can you add your name to this list? Let's see. Who is the mystery staff member this time? Well, let's get the clues. Classroom is on the first floor. Okay. So for those of you that are new or maybe aren't familiar with our school, first floor is kindergarten and first grade. There's also the resource room and our counseling office and some other things on the first floor, but mostly kindergarten and first grade. Favorite fast food comes from New Season, so that's a healthy fast food. I'm not sure you call that fast. They don't have a drive-through or anything at New Seasons, but great food there. Favorite hobbies include exercising and being outdoors. Their favorite snacks are nuts, chips, and cheese. Oh, I could go for all of those for sure. Here's your big hint. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. I'm sure some of the students who had her last year may know this, but this teacher was actually a champion ice skater as a little girl. She was a figure skater, can do those jumps and flips and spins. I don't know if she can still do them, but she sure could when she was a little girl. Has lots of medals and was an award winner as an ice skater as a little girl. Do you know who that is? One of our kindergarten teachers, maybe? One of our first grade teachers? Who could that be? Do you know? Well, I'm not going to tell you now. You're going to have to send in your guesses. You know where to send those, right there to that email address, longc@nclac.k12.or.us. I want to see your dance videos, your dance pictures, and your answers to the mystery staff member. You can do that over the weekend coming up. All right, time as always to wrap up our show with the joke of the day. Let's get to our joke of the day. It comes from Nikhil Dussin from 5th grade. Sends in a great one. A lot of you are starting to send in jokes, so I promise we'll get them on the air. Just have to get them in the order that they come. And Nikhil asks, what is a computer's favorite snack? Well, I'm working on a computer right now. Computer, what is your favorite snack? Do you have one? Let's see. And the answer? Computer chips. For those of you that don't know, all the innards of a computer, a lot of those are called chips. Those aren't the kind of chips that you would eat, but they are computer chips. Very creative, Nikhil. Great job on that joke. If you have a joke that you would like to send in, I'd love to hear it. You can either email it to me or send a video of you telling it. Send it to me at this email address right there. You know it by now. That's how you get a hold of me. Can't wait to see it. So you have 3 jobs: a dance video, a mystery staff person, and a joke of the day. You can send them all to me right there at that email address. Time to wrap this show up. This is a great one today. A lot of fun. Have a great day today on this Friday as we start to celebrate the weekend. Have a great time on your distance learning today. Thanks for logging in at the right time. You're going to be logging in at 9 o'clock, and then after that throughout the day when your teacher tells you to. You're doing a great job so far. Hopefully someday we can do these morning messages live in front of you, but until then, we'll keep recording them. You can find them right here on this website, on the front of the school website, and at Mr. Long's page. And we always put a reminder on the school Facebook page, and you can look for that as well. Sign up to like the school Facebook page. A lot of great things on there as well. Have a great Friday, everyone, and we'll see you back here on Monday morning.